Okay, we are live. We hope we've had some technical problems coming in live in group and streaming into YouTube. So we are here now in all our glory. And I can just check on Facebook that we are, Lisa. We've just had a mad panic for the last 15 minutes, but hey, that's all gone now behind us. The joys of tech, and this is the joy of channeling. Channeling, in some ways, this is really apt to say channeling doesn't always go to plan like you think it should go or like you interpret it to be, because you have an expectation how it's going to turn out. And this, I'm just following in this energy now of that initial start and actually redoing it. And I've actually learned something, and I think Lisa's settling her nerves now. It's never what you think it's going to be like, okay? It's never perfect. It's never planned. It's just knowing how to manage and navigate around things and energetically hold your own within it. So it's beautiful to see people here. If we don't see you for any reason, it's because we don't know your names on StreamYard, but I think we've got a few people live at the minute. There's four of us, and we've got Marie McDonald saying hi. Can you see that too, Lisa?
I can't actually see any comments. No.
Oh, bless her. So we have people. We have people viewing. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this group channel with Spirit. I am here leading the group, Emma Bushell. Pleased to bring you the joys of this fellow channeler, the same as you are. And this is Lisa Gillespie. She's a badass witch. She now owns that.
Yeah.
Our travels together. Lisa joined me. I will go on to obviously introduce Lisa and she can tell you all herself, but she joined me for some deep diving in mentorship, and we have navigated her channeling for her own unique purpose, her own unique way of channeling. She's going to go in all about it. But firstly, I just want to introduce her because she's just phenomenal. She's a beautiful soul. And Lisa, just tell us a bit about where people can find you and what you actually bring to the table for channeling.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Emma. Thank you for having me here on the show.
Oh, welcome.
And all those issues at the beginning. Give me a chance to sort of breathe a little bit, and because it's not easy, like coming on live, you know.
Absolutely.
And I'm just here as myself. So yeah, I'm Lisa. For those who don't know me, I am a moon witch, basically. So I channel the moon energies. So I've got a free group on Facebook, which is called Mystical Moon Magic. And in there, what I do is I give you an update of what sign the moon is in. So the moon changes signs every 2 to 2.5 days through the zodiac. And I give a little snapshot in there of where we're at and how it might be affecting you, because the moon's all about our emotions. So that's what I do there. And then from there, I also have a private space where I have members called the Moon Dance, where I have members in there where we go a lot deeper with it all. So we really sort of we go a lot deeper with where the moon is at, what sign it's in, how it might be affecting you, what might be coming up for you. So like, for example, currently the moon's in Libra still today, and so that's all about balance, especially within relationships. Relationships come to the forefront. So what I do is I'll let everybody know what might be coming up, and then members in there have a chance to express what's coming up for them, and we go over it. And
so can I just break in there and say, just for everyone listening at this current present time that we're in this moment of us speaking to each other, can you just give a little overview as to the moon energy at the moment that's currently coming up for people at this present time?
Yep. So right now, Moon's in Libra, and we're looking at where we might be feeling unbalanced in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, particular focus is on relationships. So whatever's showing itself for you at the minute, you might be noticing that you do need some balance back in certain areas. So really, that's about it in a nutshell.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you. And I just want people to really kind of take on board this live tonight, because 8 weeks ago, Lisa jumped into investing herself with mentorship, and she had never, ever, ever done a voice note. How I work in mentorship is that I do activations, which activates you and clears your channel. And we go really into your past and present. And I communicate with all of my clients on voice note, which is voice activated channeling. Now, Lisa couldn't and found it very difficult to voice note me. So for the fact she's turning up live here is phenomenal. And just explain a little bit, Lisa, if you don't mind, about what we had to do to clear that so that you could communicate live in your experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, I literally, I couldn't do a voice note. Like I just froze. I couldn't speak. Like I had a fear of speaking. Yes, I can speak, but I just couldn't press that button and talk. And I don't know what it was. Well, I do now, but I had like a real deep fear of being heard. I would freeze. I wouldn't know. I would be thinking, oh, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to look stupid. I'm not. Like it all came down to like I'm not good enough. I'm never going to be able, and it just all like I couldn't speak. And so Emma had to really smash through that for me. So initially, just 1 second. It's the throat. We've cleared the throat. We have honest.
It's fine.
So she really had to push me because I was so fear was real. So what we had to do was some quite deep work. Actually, we had a couple of activations to do.
Yeah.
I did manage to do the voice notes, but it just got better with time, and we needed more like deeper work to get there, to cut to it. And a lot of the not good enough feeling came from like ancestral, but the throat was like due to a past life, due to a witch wound. And Emma cleared that, like literally, energetically. So I was hung in a past life, and this is something that people always find so fascinating, but this is real. And I was hung for speaking my truth. So that has lingered and it stuck with me. And so that was what the problem was there. And Emma was able to energetically clear it. And so freed me up to speak.
Yeah. Now, for viewers that don't know about this, when you do deep work like this, a lot of people that can't speak their truth or be seen and heard for fear of judgment normally have an ancestral energetic line going way back into past lives that have energetically tied them to this lifetime. And it's very, very dominant. It's very common knowing that people that are unable to speak up do generally have, in my work, have really deep witch wounding, where we were persecuted or tormented, or all of the things that we know about witch wounds, for speaking up, for speaking our truth. So it was a huge communication issue that we originally had, that I just knew psychically I was able to transfer into her energetic state, because it is a state of consciousness, and transmute that energy and relive some of it. But it's all in the presence of a beautiful energy that I work in, which is crystalline energy, which is a very pure, fast moving energy light that all my work sits in. And we were able to release in a way that, even though it sounds very traumatic, energetically, when you release something like this, it's acknowledgement, knowing what it is and releasing it. And Lisa was able to rid herself of this energetically into this lifetime. And please just tell everybody what you then went on to do as a result of this massive transformation. It was huge for you.
Yeah,
Where
absolutely
you
huge.
then went and was actually invited to speak.
Yeah. So you really, you freed me up. I was able to speak. Some opportunity came up it was about going to a fair and maybe getting a table and doing something at a fair. And actually, as Emma was my one-to-one at the time, I was like, right, so I've got this opportunity, there's this fair going on. Do you think there's something that I could do, because I can do certain readings and things? So she was like, right, Spirit have said, you're going to do a live talk on moonology. And I was like, no, not me. No, I can't do that. Like, no way. She's like, you can. I've got you. So I was like, oh, okay. So I booked it. But I had to become an exhibitor first. So I had to have the table and do the numerology readings that I do as well. But the talk was like massive deal. I went to a classroom. It was full. There were 40 people in there. Never done anything like that in my life. And I did it, and I thought that I might be really quick. I was like, oh, I'm just going to whiz through this. I'm going to talk about the moon, and then I'm going to fly straight out of there. But I did. I was there for the full length of time, and people loved it.
Yeah.
So, and when I walked out, I was like, did I just do that?
Amazing.
No way did I just do that.
Amazing. And liberating for you, and giving you that confidence that you so needed to almost say, yeah, I've done that and I've overcome that. And it's in the acting of taking action, which was so important for Lisa in the momentum of our work. This came along. What she's not telling you is this came along as an opportunity, because she had suddenly energetically released this resistance to speaking. And what normally then happens is things just fall in place. Like, she just had this out of nowhere through somebody else. It all just fell in. It was spirit working its energy. I was there to hold her in that space, and she acted in the momentum of the energy we created together. So for to give yourself the deserve, you created that opportunity, and it was just phenomenal for you and your confidence to just be free with your gift and be free for people to hear what you're about with your gifts, which is so important for speaking your truth. Because a lot of this is kept secret for so long, so unnecessarily long, in sufferance to us, to you, to me, to other channelers here that can resonate with this. It's very, very important to act and go when you know that you've energetically, you know what it's about, you're understanding it more, you've been shown things more, you start to navigate your way around it. That's phenomenal, Lisa.
Exactly. Yeah, it really is. And that is just what, like you were saying, the opportunities just come, and you've got to take them then, because that's how you're going to expand. It's absolutely magical. I can't even put it into words. This is what I've said, even though I can speak now. I still can't form the words, because it really describe things. Sometimes it's so magnificent. It's a feeling.
Yeah.
So it's hard to put into words, but absolutely mind blowing.
So just moving on a little bit then for our viewers okay, so that in your work sense, you've opened up your gateway of speaking your truth, but then how has that ripple effect with your managing of your energy in your home life? Because this was very, very important for you to manage your business now that you've actually created since we've been working together.
Yeah, exactly. So at the beginning, before we did the work, I was scattered all over the place, like literally in a muddle. I was exhausted, I was shattered, I was tired. It was just life's full on at home with the children. And I was like, just not managing anything really in any way. And then now I feel completely different. I feel like a new person. I feel like, because I have had in the time we've been together, like further awakenings. I've had, rebirth. I've gone through so much, and now, I'm running the business. I'm using my voice, like in there, and then at home, I can't really explain how it's changed, because I'm just different. I'm just managing my own energy differently.
Yeah.
But everything else just seems, even though it's not really changed, it's still going on. But it's all good. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's really key to let people know that from a scattered energetic to not being able to really, it's your firefighting with what's going on in your home. That's safe to say, right? To then really becoming centered in your energy, in what you're about, and leading with your own energy, so that you're not pleasing others with rushing around like a lot of women do, actually. The making sure everybody else is all right apart from yourself. It was that energy really we had to really harness, particularly when you're working with your young children. So it was that. So just explain where you were and how you felt to where you are now in yourself.
Yes, the difference is absolutely phenomenal. Like I was just, I don't know, being dragged along by it. I wasn't even managing it all properly. But now I'm in control. I am the leader of my own life. So that's the way I can sum it up. Is that it's just massive.
Yeah. Awesome. And that's created such a different energy in your home.
Yeah.
And how has that affected your home life with your children? Are they, if you can just describe that?
So yeah, I mean, I
On an energetic.
yeah, so they're happy. They're happy children. I mean, there's still difficulties. My son has his difficulties, and so he's only a baby. So, but they are free and happy, and
Amazing. So, so in terms of expression, and in terms of creating your channel, how, from where we first met, because I really want to touch this point for people that are listening about connecting with your team. This is really crucial in just really harnessing your own channel. So can you just explain to everybody how it was before I came in to your space with mentorship in terms of connecting with spirit, and now?
so I wasn't entirely sure if I had a big sort of connection as such. And before I met you, I didn't really know exactly what channeling was. I mean, knew what being a channel was, because I've, like I said, I've done Reiki and knew what it meant to channel energy. But I wasn't aware of like how I could access, information and channel with spirit, basically all spirit guides, angelics, and obviously our ascended master guides, our galactic team, the lot. Like I didn't really know. I knew a little bit. I knew what I'd read, but I just didn't think I'd be capable of such a thing. I thought it was for someone like powerful like Emma would do these things, not a normal girl like me.
Right.
And I had the blocks that were in the way, the first reason that we gave at the beginning, where I didn't think I was good enough. Sort of that was just getting in the way of me having a clear channel to access all this and have the connection. But now I understand how it works. So now I know that they're always there, and at any given time, I can contact whoever I wish to by being clear about who I'm asking to call, who I'm calling into my energy, and what is that want from them, how I wish them to assist me in that way. And I now understand that those messages come in ways that you think it's going to be like something, oh, you're just suddenly going to get all these pictures, or I don't know, something. But it's just quite simple. It could just be one vision or one word. It's just absolutely magical. It just opens up a whole new world.
Yeah. And more importantly as well, it's opened up your ability as a channeler to create more and know what you're creating within your business.
Yeah, exactly that. So I'll know what I'm going to do next. I already know now what I'm going to do next. So it just comes. And
Yeah.
as I'm doing it, so you have to be doing it. So as
Yeah.
you do it, more comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gifted with it, aren't you?
Yeah. So for those people watching, what normally happens is when you become clear in your channel with, say, you're clearing a resistance, like, I don't think I'm good enough, or I can't possibly do that. Once you get to grips with that, which we do in membership, particularly as well in the course that I've just launched, is the fact that once you work at it, because it is a discipline, it takes its time, and you explore the possibility of it. Once you harness that, you're able to then, like Lisa said, bring in with intention what you're wanting to ask. And it's in the doing of it, it's in the momentum of acting from your channel, from your channeling that you're being given by spirit, that you are rewarded with the pieces that go next in your steps that you take for the direction that you're living or you're working in. And that's law of compensation. It's the wealth of information that you receive to give you direction and clear clarity, actually. That is the beauty of it, actually, because you're then spiritually guided and you are held within spiritual realms to assist you with your work or in your life, whatever you choose. And that's the beauty of this. So yeah, so I'd love you just to explain before we finish where people can find you, and just really what you offer, so that people know a bit more about what they can expect from you.
Okay, so yeah, just you can find me in my group on Facebook for free, Mystical Moon Magic, and there I will come and do lives on there as well. So my next one that I'm going to do, I'm going to just tell you now, because this is channeling. So like I didn't know what I was going to say then. And I could have planned it out, and quite often I do, but sometimes that just drops. So what you're going to say now is this, okay? So my next live is going to be about moon signs. So I've already said that I do. This is the throat going now, but
that's okay. And that's sometimes they're your signs as well.
you see. So the next live is going to be about moon signs, because it is just so fascinating to learn about what your moon sign is and what that means for you. So like it's all about your deepest inner needs. So depending on what your sign is, it depends on what your particular needs are. Okay, and then obviously we've got the big full moon coming up towards the end of the month, at the end of the month. And this is a super blue moon, and it's in the sign of Pisces. So this is just like a very sign. Pisces is a very psychic sign, isn't it, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lots of magic on offer for us, but I'll tell you more if you come and see me.
Yeah.
I can give you some more on that one.
Amazing. Well, a joy to have you, a joy to work with you, and a joy to see you blossom with your channeling. It's a very different that's the other thing that I want to say to people. I channel in this way, Lisa channels in another way, you channel in a different way, and keeping it secret or not unearthing it because of fear or a belief of not being able to, or expecting something that's not working, all of these things prevent you from being a channeler. And the beauty of it is just limitless. It really is limitless of what you can be and create and enjoy So absolutely amazing. Thank you so
really
much.
is.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Like literally, I never would have done this before you came into my world. No way. But here I am. So that's just what I want to say to people, you know, anything is possible.
Exciting times, honey. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. This is a little snippet of Channeling World. It's something for everyone. Everyone is a channeler. Everyone has psychic abilities. And if you haven't unearthed them yet, you know to start, learn, and be like this. Because this is exactly where Lisa started, exactly where I started, and exactly where you can start. So amazing. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great, great evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, bye.